大家好，今天是2022年4月10号。我学普通话用4个月了。我想向你们介绍自己。我想再向你们介绍自己。我叫 DG。我学普通话我学普通话有4个月了。我每天都用网上站练习我普通话。我写作业了以后，我学习，我练习我说话的普通话。我很多次听说普通话非常简单，但是我觉得不怎么样。我觉得很难。我喜欢打篮球。我打篮球打得很好。我对汉语感兴趣。虽然我觉得汉语很难，我希望以后可以考 HSK 考试。我每天准备考 HSK 考试和说话和别人。我觉得我说汉语我觉得这个月比上个月我说汉语很好。我没和别人说话，因为我没舒服了。但是我以后会和别人说话，练习我普通话。我觉得这就是可能更好我普通话。今天 用 Chinese first 我考 HSK 考试，我的成绩我成绩很好，我特别高兴，因为我觉得可以说话更好。我觉得，我很感谢，因为，你们看我的视频，也我都已经知道，我可以更好我普通话每天练习。谢谢。我脸是我眼睛长的，我眼睛长的黑色的，我衣服颜色就是白。欢迎我视频。谢谢看我视频。我希望一天可以认识你们。Alright. So I had to re-record this because my phone ran out of memory, so I had to delete some stuff off my phone. But so what did I talk about in the last video? Alright, so I've been learning for 4 months now, and to start off, for all the people that try to, I understand why they do it, but it can be really misleading. But I really think people should cut out the BS that's trying to say that Chinese is easy, because that is not the truth. A couple days ago, I was even contemplating, like, why am I even doing this? Because this is some really, oh man, I don't know. I'll say I was really getting like frustrated with myself, but I was listening to a podcast when this was happening. I was going to go get something to eat, listening to a podcast, and during that podcast, the people that were speaking in Chinese, let me first start off by saying I can now, I'm proud of myself because I can understand when listening to a podcast. I can understand about 15 to 20% of what they're saying. And I feel like that's an accomplishment to me, because at first I couldn't understand. I was just listening, trying to make out the tones, and that's a part of what I was saying. That's what it was that was making me discouraged, because these tones is like, man, that stuff, it could, that cracking down on those tones is really hard, but I think I got a better grip on it. I think I could speak tones better than I can make them out most of the time. But I think I can maybe about, sometimes I feel like I can make out 70% of the tones, and other times I feel like I'm around like 45-50%. But I still think that's good, because after a while I think I'll improve. But yeah, while I was listening to that podcast, I was really getting discouraged. Like, I was like, man, what is going on? I really feel like I'm barely making progress. I felt like I was at a halt. But when I was listening to it, the people that was on the podcast, they started singing a song in English. And I don't know, it was just something about that. It really just, I don't know, it kind of lifted up the mood. And I told myself I gotta take it easier on myself, because I'm really learning this. I've been learning so far basically without a teacher for 4 months, and not having somebody to kind of guide me across the way. But well, let me not say that, because having somebody to show me, to talk to and compare with, to tell me if this is right, that's wrong, and actually be encouraging about it. I didn't have that along the way, but I do have the internet too, which has been teaching me this Chinese for Us. So in a way, that kind of is my teacher, even though they don't really it's not really answering any of my questions for the most part. But I guess I could segue with that. Chinese, the Hello Talk people, man. I met some nice people, and I met some people that really, they really talk bad, man. I don't know if they expect me to like just automatically just know it like that, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't really talked to people using Hello Talk. Even though I get messages, but I still don't really like talking to people like that. And I didn't like talking to people, but I think I'm about to start now, because I feel more comfortable with the language after I just completed. Today I completed the HSK2 part of Chinese for Us, so I'm happy about that, and I scored a 10 out of 10 on the test. But besides that, yeah, I think of me learning the language. I think of it like I'm a baby learning the language. I'm basically 4 months old, so I wouldn't expect, or I would think people wouldn't, I don't know, I would expect a baby to know after 4 months, just a little bit of what. Well, really, babies don't know nothing after 4 months. Really, they still making goo goo gagas and stuff like that. But people just, I don't know, have super high expectations for people, I guess. But I can understand it. But at the same time, as a child in the language, it can be really discouraging when somebody's trying to, is beating you over the head, trying to show you that this is wrong, that's wrong, instead of just being like, oh, it's better to say it like this or something like that. But I've also met some pretty nice people on there, so I think pretty soon I'll be having that to guide me along the way. So yeah, that's what else did I need to talk about? I think that's about. I talked about Hello Talk, Chinese first. I finished it. I guess all I've been doing is writing, reading. Oh, I'm about to start reading my first book. I'm not gonna show it yet. I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna post about it on this YouTube. I'm gonna post my review about it. I'm gonna read my first book in Chinese. All right. My phone cut off again, so I had to delete some stuff off of my phone. But I do remember what it was that was getting me discouraged, and it's the grammar. And that's another thing that I'll say this. I spend a lot of time searching. I've spent more time than I need to searching on the best way to learn this Chinese stuff, and like all of my time in my free time, which I need to stop that. I think I got a pretty good method, a way of learning now from here on out. I have I think it's like 17 more lessons left of HSK3 of Chinese for us. I'm gonna complete that, and I'm gonna do some more stuff in between. But I do a lot of research on this, and a lot of people say, Chinese don't got grammar. Chinese grammar is easy. Man, that stuff, that's what was really, when I was listening to that podcast and I was learning it, the grammar is what is the thing that was really getting me discouraged, because that stuff, it's so hard, and it's the word order is just, that stuff was really getting to me. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna read the book. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna post about it. I'm gonna post about what I think about it and everything. I'm gonna show what book it is and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's all I needed to come back and say. Yeah, that's it. The grammar, the book. Yeah. So hopefully this will help somebody in the future, man, because it's not many people that really show the whole process of learning Chinese, and the language ain't feelings about it. Even though it's spaces in between that y'all not seeing, I might try to upload a little bit more so it can be noticeable. But yeah, this is my journey of learning this Mandarin stuff. I usually spend about 3 hours, and I'm in school too, so sometimes I'm even almost late. I wake up early in the morning, sometimes like 5 o'clock, work out, and then right after I'll spend like 2 or 3 hours to do the test and writing practice on Chinese for us. And maybe I spend like 2 or 3 hours to just doing that, and then I go to class and do all of my work after that. So yeah, that's basically my process right now. I think after a while, I think I would cut that time down. It might be just like an hour a day or something and just listen. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's the Chinese for us is really my building blocks, my fundamentals, my everything that I accredited to Chinese for us. That's how I've been learning. That's how I got my basics. That's how I got my listening practice and everything. Well, I listen to podcasts and stuff all the time. But yeah, that's basically like my foundation of everything. That's it. So yeah, until next time, I'm gonna let y'all know everything after that. So I appreciate y'all. Anybody that do watch this, I ain't got no viewers yet, but hopefully in the future somebody that's learning Chinese, this could be helpful for them. So yeah.